Do 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 do. All right, guys, we're gonna watch a replay really quick. It's gonna be great. Okay, free camp. So I'm gonna explain to you guys. We're gonna go on a little Dota 2 trip for a second. It's called. First, I'm gonna AFK here for a second. I'm not gonna free kill on an invoker. But we're gonna watch and see what happens when you the point of what I'm trying to do here is show you guys a misconception that seems to happen all the time in pubs, especially like the lower to middle level pubs, which is this misconception is, holy shit, mid has to gank, right? Everyone hears it like, fucking GG, well played, mid didn't gank. Like, if it's we'll watch and see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, let me 2 times speed this because the early game doesn't really matter. So early game happens, and what ends up happening is my team wins every lane, ridiculously, and then we throw the lead away insanely hard. Don't mind me, I actually kind of fuck up and misplay this really poorly. I play like super passive. We get a kill, but like whatever. That invoker is bad. Came to lane with no regen.
Denied.
And then yeah, I don't know about that. So yeah, things happen. We have an offlane solo Ursa who never dies, and I think he actually gets like a kill or 2. But either way, a bunch of shit happens. They roam top. Our support's like killing everyone. It's kind of cool. We get 2 kills top lane. So top lane was 1. Our solo Ursa just got none of the kills, but he now has like boots and shit, so he's fine. Mid, TA is not knowing how to aggro cancel. There he goes. TA is dominating the living shit out of Tinker, as TA should, because Tinker is kind of shitty in lane against TA. He's going the Marsh build, which is good, and he actually has level 3 in it, and somehow only has 9 last hits, which is kind of absurd. And right here, I can actually kill this guy, or I can do more than what I'm doing right now. He has like no mana. He actually fucks up here, and I end up solo killing him. But yeah, so we're like 1.5k gold ahead at 4 minutes. Really good. Really good. Why am I not 2 times spinning this? Okay, so I just solo kill. Oh god, why can't you move when it's paused? Oh, I can. Okay. So I just solo kill an invoker. So our PA is 1v1ing an invoker and winning in lane against a Wex Quas invoker. That's good because he's not very good. So this lane, bot lane 1, mid lane is winning ridiculously because Tinker has 12 last hits and TA has 22. And top lane is winning because it's a try against try, and we have an Ursa who hasn't died, and he actually doesn't get boots first, which is like a huge mistake. The only benefit of the Dire team is that they have a jungling Nature's Prophet, but we have 2 roaming supports who can just go kill him, but they're not very good, and this is the stupidest build ever. Don't do this shit. Max at your fucking Fade Bolt. So what happens here is, for some reason, TA goes and gets an Invis rune and roams top. So there's a jungling Furion and a kind of mediocre dual lane against a tri lane that has a lot of control. Our TA is actually hurting himself severely by rotating top right now with this Invis rune. What we need to have happen in this game is, the only way the enemy team can come back in this game is, since Invoker has like no items and is actually really under level, the ways we can lose this game are getting EMP tornadoed and standing in marches, or getting picked off with like arrows, and I don't even know if that can actually kill anyone in our team at this point. So the only way we can lose is by walking into teamfight things and dying, and into Tinker marches and EMPs. But Tinker won't really be useful until he gets BOTs, as Tinker, I think there is no hero in Dota who needs a core item more than Tinker needs Boots of Travels. Like, the hero is completely shit until you get Boots of Travels, and then he becomes ridiculous. So, stopping Tinker from getting 2.450, 2,450 gold Stopping Tinker from getting Boots of Travels as long as possible is paramount to winning games, generally. And we had a TA against him, so he's not going to last at anything in lane, because TA just hits for 1,000,000 damage and can deny everything. But the worst thing you can do against a Tinker is just give him a solo lane. So let's watch what happens. So our TA rotates top. He's not even level 6, which is really stupid. So he's like, I'm going to come top and gank a dual lane with 4 people. This is unnecessary. They get the kills, but like, they kill 2 people. They sacrifice 4 people's time for it. It's actually really bad. In the meanwhile, Tinker's farming. He isn't even farming well. He actually misses a lot of fucking last hits because he's not very good. They get a tower, but again, TA doesn't need to be here for this. They could have done this without her. Like, 100% would have gotten both those kills without TA.
Are you going to do something about that?
So she comes top, and I think she, like, stays or something weird. And they gank bot. The supports come bot, which is good. That's what they should do. They're rotating, putting in pressure. But yeah, okay, TA goes back mid. Does she... The fuck? Okay, so she comes back mid for like 2 seconds, because I think she leaves eventually. But either way, while she was gone, Tinker got 11 last hits and got 1,000 gold. So, because TA made one bad rotation, one unnecessary rotation, instead of staying in lane and continuing to shut down this Tinker, Tinker is now almost halfway to his Boots of Travels. Or not halfway, but he's like a third of the less than a third of the way. Whatever math is hard. Yeah. So the issue with this is now she's actually still higher level than Tinker, which is okay. She actually has very few denies. But if TA stayed in lane and got her level 6 before Tinker was, you know, anything, actually, really doesn't really matter. She can pressure Tinker so much with Sonic Traps and just running at him, and when laser's down, you just kind of walk away, and then when the miss chance is gone, you run at him again. Like, Tinker can't do anything against TA once TA hits 6. He can laser and hope for the best, and hope TA runs through marches. Like, he can march for last hits, but Tinker can actually just, or TA can just stand there and deny everything. Or just let the lane push. I don't know. With a roaming Rubik and Disruptor, they can kill Tinker really, really easily. Like, with one of them just, like, standing over here. Or even just, like, running up the hill and grabbing him or smoking around one side. Tinker is very, very vulnerable. And with his team having only one support that can rotate, being Electric, who is super shut down, he should never get any farm. So, what happens in the rest of this game is TA comes, hits a tower bunch. Why do I have no sound all of a sudden? And he rotates again. So again, we had 3 people here against a solo Invoker with no levels. Why does he need to rotate? I'll tell you, he fucking doesn't, and is throwing the game by doing this shit. So, the point of what I'm trying to show you guys is if you're playing a mid hero, you want to rotate when you need to, or when you can get very quick kills or quick towers off of it and then go back to lane and continue to win your lane. Or if you're losing your lane, rotate and, you know, get kills in the other parts of the map. You don't want to, if you're in a winning 1v1 situation, leave your 1v1 situation. Especially if your other lanes are winning. I mean, if you have a tri-lane that's getting shit on, then yes, you probably need to help, because that means you have 3 heroes getting nothing. So exchanging your one solo who's doing well, sacrificing some of their time to help your 3 other heroes do well, that makes sense. But because our pseudo tri-lane top with Ursa, Disruptor, Rubik was winning, TA does not need to help. Since our 1v1 bot with PA against Invoker was winning, TA does not need to help. She can sit in lane and become really farmed while shutting down Tinker, while pressuring Tinker. That way we would win all 3 lanes. What needed to happen this game for us to win? I'll tell you, we lose this game. We take 2 towers here, and we're up like 6k gold at like 8 minutes or something absurd, and we lose. It's ridiculous how much this team throws. Really, all we needed to do was we could just have like Disruptor pulling to get 6 and have Rubik roaming, and that would be fine. A +1 in any of these lanes equals a kill. or have like Rubik and Disruptor killing the Nature's Prophet. But really all we needed to do to win this game was shut down Tinker, because I'm beating this Invoker one-on-one. He's getting like totally shut down. He's level 5, and what am I, like level 8, level 7? Yeah, like whatever. One lane. Just, if you keep down Tinker, March is the only way they can stop us from killing them. And if we watch what happens...
Dyer's bottom. Dyer's structures are fortified. Dyer's
Towers are glyph. Take a tower. Again, TA doesn't need to be here. He needs to go back to lane. He needs to go back to lane. Notice how suddenly... notice how Tinker is now actually caught up almost with TA when TA was absurdly ahead before. That's really bad. Also, what really pissed me off about this guy is he would always, for like the rest of the game, I would be like split pushing out a lane and he would TP. He would TP into my lane. Instead of running there and wasting TP cooldowns, which is really why we lost. We get split pushed to death, and they teamfight like idiots and run through March because they waste TP cooldowns really poorly. So he would like TP to my lane and then try to farm over me when there's a free lane. Like, he does this for the rest of the game. He just like follows me around last hitting over me, which is retarded because instead of farming all of our cores, he's farming over me, which makes no sense.
Under attack. Radiant's middle tower.
So he runs in and gets a kill. Cool, great. I'm like, whoa, Dota! Almost died. TA runs in and just... What does he even do here? What even happens? I'm pretty sure TA actually just walks in the middle of everyone and dies. So yeah, he's like whoa doting. He got EMP'd, but he still gets a kill. So this is when we leave. This is when we should be running away. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a man. And I run in and get arrowed because I'm an idiot. But I'm super low Dota and too tanky. Look at this. Oh, damn. 6 HP. Bates. He runs into Edict and dies. That's my TA player, guys. Let's check Tinker. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Like, my bear has all this shit, too. No clap, because why would you want a ridiculous low cooldown slow? Whatever. Yeah, so that's the first death, is our TA running at them and dying. Oh, there's the goal. I was looking at XP graph. Yeah, we're 5k gold right now ahead. And that is pretty much the rest of the game. Is TA and her 2 Peruvian friends running into marches and dying. Starpick gets caught out and dies. TA's like, I'm so manly, I'm gonna battle, yeah, yeah. This is actually like an okay play. I get another solo kill, because I just kill this Furion all game. Ursa gets Roshan. We're like absurdly far ahead gold. So, what we're doing here is we're really far ahead, and for some reason I come and then I'm like, why am I here? I TP back because I didn't TP mid because I'm not an idiot. I ran mid because I thought we were gonna 5-man take a tower, but they're split pushing and shit. And I'm like, shit. That's a misplay. What are we doing? And, yeah, none of our team has TPs with me. Why is this so fucking zoomed in? So he comes in and we get a kill, but we lost the tower, which is actually really bad, because we shouldn't when we're this far ahead. I shouldn't have come mid is really what the issue was, but whatever. That was a misplay. We still haven't taken this tower. I don't know how. Oh, because EMP Tornado is really good and March is really good. Yeah, he gets his VOTs and we win the game.
Middle tower is under attack.
I don't even understand how this just happened, but let's play the game called Watch How My Team Loses. So we're like 7k gold ahead, and somehow they all die. Just watch it again. It'll be great. Invoker's like, EMP, tornado, and they're like, oh no, mana, shit. And he just uses all the spells, tanks creeps. He's tanking creeps right now, so that's his refraction. He pops refraction in a creep wave and loses all of it immediately. Runs in, gets stunned, and dies.
Team killing spree.
This is how you do not play TA. If you guys are wondering, this is the opposite of how to play. So, that's the end of the game. Like, legitimately, that's what happens about 4 more times, is my team runs into them like that, all mid, and just dies to AoE, repeatedly. So, You think, damn, AoE's really good. What can my team do? They seem to not be able to do anything, which is bullshit. They can. Also, we have an Ursa with a Shadow Blade. So we have an Ursa with a Shadow Blade at its 13 minutes with a Vlad's boots and an Aegis OP. I have like stuff. I actually have like pretty good gear and shit. We have a TA, and we have actually surprisingly good roaming support. Star Disruptor has no points in Thunderstrike, which is bad because it gives vision. Thunderstrike, at one point, Thunderstrike is good. I don't really mind. He's maxing Glimpse, which is correct, I think, in this game. I think 1 point Thunderstrike is always good, though, for the vision. It gives vision, right? Right. Why doesn't my team just keep a core in each lane and continue to roam supports, or roam the Ursa now that he has a Shadow Blade? Like, we don't need to team fight. The only way we could lose this game is by getting hit by like multiple heroes getting hit by EMP tornadoes and running through marshes. That's like literally the only way we could lose this game. And what we do is run into March and EMP tornadoes repeatedly for the rest of the game. So if you're mid and you're winning your lanes, and every lane is winning, don't fucking gank. You don't need to. Like 9 times out of 10, you won't need to. There are some really weird specific circumstances where like you have to win early, so you need to rotate, but that's not ganking. That would be like, then your team 5-mans and takes towers at 10 minutes. Not like, I'm gonna roam top and just sit here with 4 heroes and do nothing while someone farms mid who like can turn around the game with 1 item. Just bad. We didn't, like, no, this is just bad. Why would, no. So yeah, we lose this game. Here's the end. Here's the end of the game, boys.
Puny Radiant hides behind
Yeah, see, I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset because we lost to a Leshrac running at towers. He spent the entire game after the early game just running at towers, and no one TP'd. Game was literally unwinnable. Yay! Okay, so please, friends and scholars, don't roam as mid heroes when you don't need to. Also, if your mid is OD or something, don't be like, OD didn't gank. Well, no shit, why would OD gank? He's a farming hero. He just happens to be mid because he has absurd lane control in a 1v1 situation. Also, if you're a farming mid hero, and your team isn't doing super well, or you're playing defensively in all lanes, which is fine, that's good, so that doesn't mean it's bad. That just means you aren't necessarily the more aggressive lineup. Have TP scrolls, so if the enemy dives your other lanes, you can just TP and be like, oh, Sanity's Eclipse, triple kill, great game. Early TP scrolls are good, and over roaming is bad. Okay, bye.